Another thing that goes into data security for AI would be structured data and unstructured data. So you've got to know the difference between these two, and it's pretty simple and straightforward. Structured data is things like spreadsheets, database records from a relational database. It can be displayed in just think of data that can be displayed or sorted in rows and columns. It usually has numbers, dates, and strings, like very straightforward data that you would see like in a spreadsheet. So when you think structured, think of like spreadsheet or like a database. It requires less storage because it's using very structured numbers and alphanumeric characters, whereas unstructured data is different. So it can't be displayed in rows and columns and relational, like a relational database. It can have images, it can have audio, it can have video, it can have word processing files, emails, spreadsheets, and it composes of 80% of all enterprise data are these things. It's all unstructured, a lot of unstructured data. It requires more storage, more space for video, audio, things like that, images. It's more difficult to manage and protect with legacy solutions, whereas structured data is much easier to protect. And in the middle of these is semi-structured, where you have emails that might have some structured data in it that has, say, spreadsheets in it, or you have config files that have some kind of limited structure, but not much. And then you have HTML files that might have images inside of it, but also has code that can be put into structured data. So these are all the types of data. And the reason why you need to know these is because AI is consuming and producing these types of things. So structured data, just think rigid schemas, SQL, tables, .csvs, parsed logs, things like that. Semi-structured would be things like JSON files, XML, raw logs, and then unstructured would be they have no format. They're like things like emails, images, stuff like that. And here's some more examples that are going to help you with the exam of knowing the difference between unstructured data types and versus structured data types. Another thing you'll need to know is watermarks. So a watermark is something that AI uses often. So with images that are out there nowadays, they've got a mathematical key that's the signature that's invisible to the naked eye. But the difference between this side of the image and the other side of the image is one has a watermark and one does not. But you can't see it. It's just in the pixels somewhere, somehow. Watermarks are embedded or hidden markers within AI generated content that trace the data lineage. But it can also be exploited because you can also put a watermark in there to track things, track files, and put a pixel that tracks the where the image is and all that kind of stuff. But you another reason why you want to have it or that is useful is that it can trace the data lineage of where it goes and the authenticity of that data. And sometimes within compliance, you actually have to have it within certain situations. You can also have it not just in images, but also in text that's generated. There's another way that you can have a watermark inside of the text that's generated from a chat GPT or a Gemini or Claude. Another thing you need to know about for data security is something called a retrieval augmented generation. This is very useful for GRC people because what you can do is you can use a regular LLM, a large language model, and give it all the texts within your organization, your policies, your standards, your SOP, and it can give full reports based off of that. It can ask you questions. It can allow users to ask questions, and it will retrieve data directly from your repository and answer those. So it's actually extremely powerful. Coding relies heavily on RAGs as well because coding uses lots and lots of different massive libraries to do what it needs to do. So IDEs actually rely on this in the back end. You don't see it, but it's there. So it grounds the LLM responses to real organizational documentation. It reduces hallucinations